Welcome to Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes with your host Bert Laporte, Damien Monte Carlo, and Angry Mike D. Alright, sit back and enjoy the ride as they talk about all things that rock and other useless knowledge you don't care about. And remember, every asshole has an opinion. This is theirs. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.
All right, we're back with another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 178. 78. This one, we're going to do a review of the first W.A.s.p. record, which came out 40 years ago.
August 84.
August 1984. So,
wow.
We're going to
review don't feel that long ago. It really don't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, crazy, man.
So, Dame, how old were you in 84?
7.
Wow. Mike?
So I just turned 9 when this came out.
So that means I was 11. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, I'll tell you what, out of all three of us, out of the three of us, it was a perfect album for the time for me. I was 11 years old. That's when you start getting into this. And this album is definitely geared towards a younger, rebellious.
Yeah.
Listening to it now, as good as it is, as good as it is, listen to it now, you're going, this is definitely for the young me, you know? But I still
the rebellious youth.
Yeah, exactly. So, so we've been enjoying doing these 30, 40-year anniversary type things. A lot of fun to do. And the fun thing is looking back or listening back to the stuff and going, you know, wow, like we like doing a lot of these retro ones because it's an album that you liked or you didn't like, but then you listen back to it and you're like, it brings you back. It's kind of cool. It's definitely kind of cool. Like we did that Blue Murder in Badlands. There's so many people who go, oh my God, I haven't listened to that record in 30 years. And they're like, it was cool to go back because, you know, they listened to the show and they went back to check it out. And they're like, oh shit, these were 2 great records, you know? So before we start that tonight, and we'll do it like we always do, our least favorite to our favorite as a panel. We add all the numbers up that we give, and we give an average, and that's how the songs come out. There's 10 songs. Okay, before we get into the W.A.s.p. thing, I tried them. I didn't like them fucking all. What is it? The Coca-Cola Oreos?
What do we have? Yeah, the Coca-Cola Oreos. Let's see if we can see that.
And then there's the Coke flavored Oreos.
These aren't Coke flavored. What are these, Bert?
Let me see. What does it say? Coca-Cola Oreo.
Yeah, it says Coca-Cola. It's
the Coca-Cola flavored Oreos, but then there's also Oreo flavored Coke.
So I strolled into Bert's kitchen a little
bit. The drink, Mike. The drink he's talking about.
Okay, so these are red and
they look cool.
Yeah. I'll try them out.
So I'm going to have some. You want one? Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Open up. Good. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to like this. And I'm going to
we're
every
get Mike
Oreo
off the top.
Besides the regular one I had. I got to say, it was a letdown. Let's see.
Here we go. Can you not make that face when you do
it? Actually, this was pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had one, and I was like, oh, it's not bad. I had a second one, I was like, no good.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
He's gonna spit it out. Yeah, it's got Pop Rocks in it, I think too.
That answers that one.
Now, Dame, have you tried this soda yet or no?
No. Now, one of the guys at work had it, but I haven't.
I mean, I guess it could it could taste either like a cherry Coke, maybe, or maybe like a cream soda, maybe. Which I don't like cream soda, but I know you do, though, right?
No, I don't like cream soda at all.
Oh, maybe it's Mike. Maybe Mike likes the cream soda. But
it's not for me.
Did you try them other things I was telling you about? Them
no, sir, I don't like it.
Them Sweet Dragon teriyaki Waves chips.
I have not.
How do you say the name? Taquito? I can't say the name.
Taquitos. Oh, the Takis. The Takis.
Oh. Which, well,
nasty. Yeah, but dude, the kids love them things.
Mike, I don't like any of them, but I did.
I haven't had a good one yet.
I tried the potato chip one, which looks like a
Yeah.
Ruffles kind of, and that one was good. It's like it's a little hot. It's not too hot. It's probably not gonna be hot enough for you, but it's got enough kick afterwards where it's like a second or two later, you're like, oh, okay. But
Yeah,
it's
I'm not a
good.
talkie. I tried the blue ones. They looked interesting. I'm like, these are fucking horrible.
Now this other one's like a wavy chip. It's good.
I haven't had a talkie I liked.
But anyway, enough of us fat fucks, and let's get back to the show.
That was our tasty cake, which wasn't so tasty.
Yeah, yeah. Which we got to bring back, I think, sometimes. Okay, so it's the WASP 40th anniversary of the original record. Before we go into it, I'm sure Dame knows this. I'm sure. The first thing I remember seeing was the EP. In the EP, I remember my buddy Joe Fortino, guitar player who I was friends with. He was the first person I ever seen anything from WASP. He had that. He had the Live in the Raw VHS tape, which was crazy back then. It was way ahead of. He's the first guy that I know that had any of that stuff.
What was he using? He was using that cod piece or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, Blackie Los was using it was the cod piece with the razor.
Saw.
Yeah, and it had was it? I think it was
Saw
two
blade.
songs. It was Animal, and the other one was Show No Mercy, I think. Which I could see why they couldn't put Animal on the debut record, but Show No Mercy probably could have replaced a different song.
It's weird that Painted Black is on there because
that was the bonus. That was the bonus.
Yeah, but it wasn't on that record.
No.
That came out on
later, right?
Way later, like on this album, still not black enough or something.
Yeah, I think when they reissued, they probably threw it as extra tracks.
Yeah, but why would you put it on there if it wasn't on that? It was on another record that came out like 15 years after that.
Yeah,
like a totally different
weird.
record. It had nothing to do with this album. Yeah, that makes no sense to me at all.
Now I do happen to have an older vinyl of it, which I had when I was younger, but then I rebought it because I don't know what I do with my records like an idiot. All my records except for the Kiss ones I got rid of. Now I'm rebuying them all. Yeah, man, great album cover. Like you're 11, 12-year-old kid, you're loving this record. You're
going to buy that. Yeah.
Why do we like the albums? Look at the cool big pictures. Come on, look how crazy they look back. This is some good stuff. This is some good stuff. Then you have the inside, of course. You got that, and you got this other crazy looking bunch of pictures, which is the whole body shots that are cut up in like these.
Yeah.
But they were known for throwing raw meat on the stages, having girls chained up. I mean,
they were shock
crazy shit. Definitely shock rock. Now, Dame, correct me if I'm wrong. They were in a band called Circus first. Him and Randy Piper, I believe.
I believe I heard.
Yeah, and I think there was one called Sister.
Too, now, what was the connection with Sister and Kiss? Was there a connection with that?
No.
Okay, because I always thought there was some wacky connection. Like I don't know if Blackie ever played with anybody who was in Kiss at one time or not.
Nah, he said he grew up in the same neighborhood as Ace. That's
okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
That's from the Bronx.
Yeah. Yeah, from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Bronx boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start it off. There's 10 songs on the original record, and that's what we're gonna go by. So coming in number 10, School Days. Damo, what you got?
This was my least favorite. A little bit elementary sounding. If you would have told me as if I would have listened to it as like a 10-year-old, I'd probably be all over this song. But yeah, it was a little elementary, kind of dated sounding. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Not bad, but definitely my least favorite.
Yep. Mike D.
Yeah, I agree, but it reminded me a little bit like an Alice Cooper song. They were trying to emulate was it School's Out or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
But I gave it a 7. I think I gave it a little too high. I think I gave a lot of these on this album a little higher than I should have, a little bit. But it's nostalgia. So that kind of got me a little bit, but I gave it a 7.
Yeah, at times, especially lyrically, and actually, this is what I'm going to add. I'm going to start doing this, since I do write some lyrics and stuff, and anybody else wants to do it, it's up to you guys, but I started adding, after my comments, I have a lyric line from each of the songs that I either think is genius or just ridiculous. And so that's might be my new thing. Take out something that's really cool or something that's like, what the fuck? And that's what I did with each one of these songs. So for School Days, I gave it a 5. It's my least favorite also. We're all pretty close in this whole album. Right
Yeah, I noticed that.
we're pretty close. Starting off with the Pledge of Allegiance, like you're in a classroom, right? I mean, the words for School Days are total rebellion school. If I was in 7th grade, 8th grade, I was all over this, I'm sure, at the time. And I would have given it a higher score back in the day. The words are a bit rough as an adult, but back then I was definitely loving it. I'm sure I was loving it. And my favorite line out of it is, a blackboard jungle towed the line the rulers made. It's like, does he mean rulers? Or does he mean a ruler?
Well, I think it's a tongue in cheek,
Yeah.
like the Blackboard
Yeah,
Jungle.
it
Wasn't that a
is.
book though, or something?
Yeah, it's tongue
So
in
I
cheek.
think it's kind of
It's him
being a
being a
little-
play on words and being creative,
Right.
but it's just because ruler could be rulers,
Well,
ruler
yeah.
right.
school.
It's a play on words. It's actually kind of cool, I think. Now
I'm
that I
sure
hear
when
it.
I'm sure when he did it, he was like, ruler, but School Days, ruler.
Ruler, man.
Right. Well, yeah, absolutely. That's
It
why
was
I did
they
it,
were
but-
definitely think it was genius when they did
Yeah.
it. Definitely. So yeah, that's what I gave School Days. Coming in number 9, On Your Knees. What do you got, Davo?
I like this one. I thought one of the better ones, and definitely one of the tracks that I always remembered and kind of stuck out. I liked it. I gave it a 7.7 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
Okay, my original, what I should have gave it would probably be about a 7 because it's a cool song. It hits. But the words, man, it's just so like I kind of when I listen to something now that I listened to before, it's like, well, can I listen to this now out loud? And no, I can't. It's embarrassing almost. It would be embarrassing for a 49-year-old guy
Yeah, well,
to listen to this out
you
loud.
got to
So-
kind of toe the line between doing the nostalgia thing and
Right.
now. So yeah.
I gave this one a 5. I wanted to give it higher because it's, it's a good track. It's a good song, music wise, and everything. It's just so immature. What could I say?
Was this your lowest rating?
This is my lowest rating. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it was.
On Your Knees, I gave it a 7. It's okay overall. It's a typical metal tune for the time. Rebellion music for the young teenager. So yeah, it is what it is. But the line, the lyric line I took out of this one was, "Mom and Daddy said the life that you led, you'll party your way straight to hell." So that's the line. Yeah, that's the lyric line for me.
All right.
You got to
yeah,
you got to
it's
do it
very
like
good.
Blackie would do it when you do it. It's
I
very
wish I could. I wish I could. I love his voice. Coming in number 8, Tormentor. What do you got, Damo?
My second from least favorite song on the album. It doesn't really do anything for me, though it does have a good chorus. But definitely one of the more forgettable ones to me. Filler track, it seemed like, but probably fit, with your stage show and everything, though. But I gave it a 6.8 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, I gave this one a 6. It's my second lowest. It actually starts off and a little bit on the demo-ish kind of sounding, even for this album, which this album is very raw. And the chorus is cool, but yeah, it didn't really hit much more than that.
Tormentor. We'll go with that. I gave it a 7 also. It opens up with a scary sound bite, maybe like metal scraping or I don't know, it's doing something. It's got a cool guitar riff. I like the chorus on this one, and it's a pretty twisted song. Best line is, "I'm a sinner, I kiss the breast." That's the line.
There's
the line
no
there.
sinning in that.
Yeah, and also this was featured in the Dungeon Master movie, which they were in, I guess, for a second. I remember the VHS box cover. I think Blackie's on it.
Why does that sound familiar?
You know it. You know the box cover. I don't remember the movie. I remember the box cover.
Yeah.
So I'll put that up on the screen if I can find it.
I'm gonna have to look that. I probably seen that movie before.
Yeah. So going on to number 7, The Torture Never Stops. We're actually on that now. Dame, I don't know what you got.
Pretty metal sounding song, middle of the road though. Nothing really that like was like, oh, this song was like the best song. It just definitely like a good solid track. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, I'm with Damien on this one. I gave it a 7. It was a cool song, good ender to the album. Nothing special about it. The verses and stuff were actually kind of fun. A little immature, but they were fun.
Yeah. Ring the Bell. I gave it a 7 also. We all got the same score on this one. Like I said before, I kind of like the lyrics in this one. I think it's a pretty good song, pretty good chorus, memorable chorus, and the line sucking at your life. The master sucks the juice. It's a great line. It's a great line. Great line.
Hanging on the wall, hanging by your balls. Was that one of them?
Yeah. I think it was the same song. Yeah. Great pre-chorus.
Never paid attention to that.
Listen, the lyrics. Sometimes the lyrics plays the part. Damo, you gotta listen to them.
Yeah.
You gotta look at them. Spotify has them lyrics now. You gotta look at the lyrics. It's good stuff. BAD, bad. Coming in at number 6. What do you got, Damo?
BAD, bad, good. I like this song. BAD, bad. I like the song. I think just for the chorus really makes it BAD, bad.
Bad.
So what does
They
it
got a lot of
stand
that shout
for?
chorus.
It's got to be an acronym for something like
Probably nothing. I think they just did a
badass dude. Badass dude. I don't know. It might stand for badass dude.
Yeah, you never know.
Badass dude. I don't know.
With them balls and dick, who knows?
Yeah.
It could be. But with that being said, I gave it 7.25 out of 10.
All right, Mike D.
I gave this one a 7. Kind of starts off. I mean, it's a cool song, but kind of reminds me of like an AC/DC song the way it starts out. Was it like Hell's Bells, maybe? But it's a cool song.
Yeah, I'm on the same mind frame as Damien. I gave it a 7.25 also. It's got the old school cymbal hit in the beginning. I like the melody. The pre-chorus is real good. I do like this one. Definitely written for the younger generation, as I keep repeating myself on that. This would get a higher mark if the chorus lyric wasn't so bad. I think I like the chorus. The lyric's pretty bad, and my favorite lyric off this one is "Bad, make your mom and dad sad." BAD, make your mama
A
sad.
lot of rebellion against his parents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of mommy and daddy stuff.
That was a big theme back in the 80s.
It must have been. I mean, I didn't realize it really till I read these words. I'm like, wow, because I forget them,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. All right, guys, we're coming into the top 5 here. Number 5, The Flame. What do you got, Demo?
I like The Flame. A little more of a poppier, kind of up-tempo song. Kind of reminds me of shit. On the album after this.
Last Command.
Blind in Texas.
Okay,
It kind of reminds me of a little bit. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
I gave it the same as Damien, 7.5. Cool song. I really like the chorus in this one. That's what really stood out for me.
You both gave it a 7.5, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ring the bell. I gave it a 7.5 also. So we're all pretty close.
So what's your favorite lyric?
Oh, I'm going to get to it. Let me tell you what. This tune could be a Kiss song. It could be a Kiss song. It really could be. It's pretty good overall. The chorus bumps it up for me a bit. Simple but catchy. Best line for me. Baby, I got the gasoline and you got the sparks.
It's a Gene Simmons song.
Definitely.
That's definitely a Kiss song.
Definitely reminds you of a Kiss song.
Yeah.
Baby, I got the gasoline and you got the sparks. It's fucking great. Coming at number 4. Sleeping in the Fire. What you got, Demo?
I like this song. I didn't really pay too much attention to it years ago, but it is like a really good song. I guess if they're going to do a ballad, this is it. Not really, but kind of like a slower, metal song. But I gave it 7.75 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
7.5 out of 10. I'm not big into the slow songs. This just has some cool stuff going on in it, though. The chorus is really cool, and it's his voice over that just acoustic guitar and slow parts
Right.
of it. It's cool. It's
It is
not one of
great.
my favorite ones, and like Damien said, like this was something I probably bypassed when I was younger, didn't pay attention. I'm not into a slow song. Fast forward,
Right.
but yeah, this is cooler than I remember it.
I gave Slippin' in the Fire a 9.5. It was my third highest rating or second highest rating on the record. I love this song. Blackie might have the best voice when it comes to sing over slow parts. It's just raspy, but still clean. There's something about it, and I think it's why he does it so much. Is I noticed it more on the Crimson Idol than anything. When he sings over slow stuff, that gravelly kind of voice, but still cuts through, is so good. It gets me every time. Like I usually like everything he does like that. It's got a good guitar solo in it. I really like the guitar solo in it, and it's got great melody through the whole song. And my favorite line, and I actually do like this line, is "Taste the love, the Lucifer's magic that makes you numb." Great line.
Mhm.
Great line.
Yeah.
All right, guys, coming in at number 3. Hellion. What do you got there, Davo?
Yeah, this is a great song, man. I love the chorus. How they just hold out, the note, it's,
Mm.
uh killer song. This is definitely like my go-to track on this one. Not my favorite track, but definitely like the one I never get tired of. And when I put the album on, this is usually like one of the first ones I listen to. But yeah, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, I gave this one an 8. Nice, fast song, pump you up, keep you going. Good track.
Hellion, like Damien, I gave it an 8.5. Cool drums, man. I love the drums. Blasting vocals, another real good song. Another one of my favorites from the record. It moves a lot, and Blackie's tearing through this vocally. The chorus sticks in my head, and I do like the bridge part also. And my favorite line out of this song is that smoking powder keg you're riding is hellbound. Good stuff. Good stuff. Coming in the number 2, Damo, LOVE. What do you got? Love
Yeah.
Machine.
Great song, man. I love the drums throughout the whole song. Great chorus, just great song overall. Definitely one of their top 3 or 4 songs in their catalog, without a doubt. I gave it a 9.25 out of 10.
Nice. Mike D.
Gave this one an 8.5. Great song. They even teach you how to spell love in it. So
Right. And bad. I mean, you
Yeah.
learn a lot on this album.
right.
Yeah.
So
How do you spell bad? BAD. How do you spell love? LOVE.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this whole album's got the dots in there, the L dot O dot, B dot A dot B.
Acronyms,
Mhm.
yeah.
A lot of acronyms in there. Even in the band's name, right? So a lot of
Yeah.
acronyms going on.
We are sexual perverts.
That's what they say. I wonder if it's actually what it does.
well,
What it
I
does.
read because I was looking at some of that stuff, and supposedly, I forget, one of the band members got stung by a wasp or something like that, and they came back and were like, "That's a great name for the band," and he just said, "We're going to put the dots in there to make it look cool." So
Mhm.
when anybody asked, they would say different things or just say "who knows" or whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
Keep it mysterious.
Keep them
Right.
guessing, yeah.
But it just pretty much means wasp because they got the idea and it sounded cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. For me, Love Machine, I gave it a 9.6, which I think is my highest rating. It's just a great song. One of my favorite Wasp songs ever. Good melody. It's very memorable. The band rips through it. I really, really like the drums on this one. Tony Richards, man, like I don't know what he's done anything after
Nothing.
this or anything, but
Nothing.
this guy was really good on this record.
Yeah.
Like you said, you like his drumming too, right, Dame?
Yeah, he's great.
A lot of good stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite line: "I'm Virgo, my Leo's rising. Venus made me king." Great line.
Yeah.
Great line. And as if you didn't know, coming in at number 1, "I Want to Be Somebody." What do you got there, Demo?
Yeah, great song. Probably their best. I think. Everything about it. I mean, what's there not to like about this track? I gave it a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah. Yeah. Another one might be one of their best tracks. I gave this one an 8.5. I'll give you a little bit of info on this one where they got the name from. It's from a Barney Miller episode. And
Really?
one of the characters said the line, "I just want to be somebody." And
Really?
Blackie supposedly liked the line and he wrote the song
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that.
I never heard that one. Wow. Um, I want to be somebody. I gave it a 9.4, another high rating for me. Pretty damn cool opening track. I mean, it sets the tone with that big drum roll coming in. I mean, that's you sort of a record with that. How good's that? It goes right into the vocals right after that. It grabs you immediately. It's a staple song for Wasp. You know, I was definitely pumping my fist at this point when I was young.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Oh,
definitely,
yeah.
I was, and if I heard a cover band play it right now and I was in a bar, I'd be pumping my fist again. You know, um, it was a big tune, you know, with a lot of energy, a real lot of energy. And, you know, the drums, man, the drums really, the drums and the voice. You know, I mean, they had, you know, Chris Holmes, is a good guitar player. They had Randy Piper's a good guitar player, but really the drums and the vocals are kind of what do it for me for this band. Yeah. So overall, we gave the Wasp album a 7.77, right? I believe that's what we
That's
gave it.
pretty good.
That's real
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's good. Me and Damon gave the same exact score. We both gave it a 7.5.
I was
Yeah,
like a 7.
first-
Wait,
7.2, Mike was 7.2.
how'd you give it a 7.7?
Nah,
Wait,
7.75 we gave it.
Is that what we gave it?
Yeah.
Okay, 7.75. There you have it.
that doesn't
Yeah.
work out.
Oh wait,
Me-
let's go to the tape. Let me I got it here. I'm not looking at the right thing probably.
My
Let's
average
go.
was 7.75. Your average was 7.75.
And
Mine
mine was like 7.2.
So all together, it got a 7.5.
It got lower than a 7.5.
7.583. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it
you
right
want
now.
to be exact.
7.583.
Yeah,
Yep.
just because there was a couple fillers in there that kind of
Yeah,
brought
which
it
is
down.
still, listen, anything over 7 is good, and 8's really good. So this
Mhm.
is, you know, I would still say this is still a must have. This is one I went out and bought on vinyl. And Mike, you said they're reissuing it? on
Yeah,
vinyl?
I believe it's coming out in a few weeks, maybe October, I think.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's on Amazon right now for pre-order for $29.95.
There you go.
Why am I advertising for Amazon? I don't know, but
They're also, I know, like Merciful Fate's got some stuff. They're reissuing some of those again, and all that stuff. So let's go with final thoughts on Wasp's debut record. What do you got there, Demo?
Yeah, great album. I mean, I think like definitely the first two, and then like members started dropping off and everything, and then they kind of lost me, you know, from like the third album out. Even though they still put out good stuff, but like especially like back then, like so earlier in their career, like to be dropping members like that, like crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Randy
like,
Piper left
not
quick.
a good look.
Tony
Yeah, he
Richards was gone
left, and
quick.
then he
and
was
then Randy
gone,
Piper.
and yeah, so it was pretty much Chris Holmes and Blackie, and then they got what's that guy's name who
Johnny
played bass?
Rod?
Yeah, he kind of looked like a goof, with the bleached blonde hair, and he kind of made him look like kind of eh, like
Like he should have been in
poserish,
Great White.
kinda.
Well, he came from King
Yeah.
Cobra, I think, right? King Cobra.
He did, yeah, but I don't know. Wasp to me was like a badass, like this is like straight up metal band, and you got these
Yeah.
guys with bleach blonde hair and everything. Just I don't know, aesthetically they kind of lost it. It didn't seem like it was the same anymore, but
Yep.
it's a shame.
Mike D,
Because
final thoughts.
they could have
I'm
been
sorry.
up there they should have been up there with all the other bands,
Yeah, I think people still love Wasp, but
oh,
I know what you're
I
saying.
think they sold a lot of albums. I think if you look,
Yeah.
I think they're bigger than we might think.
I think they still draw pretty well.
Yeah,
still
they
do it
do
pretty
because they stayed away for a long time.
Yeah, that's true too. Mike D, final thoughts on the record.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I remember liking this a lot when I was a kid. Now it's a little tougher of a listen. I mean, it does have a couple really great tracks on it. But how often can I go back to it for me to actually buy the vinyl? This not too many times.
Yeah.
So, but it still has that special spot. You listen to it, it just brings you back to that place. 35 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, when I seen this on vinyl, I picked it up immediately. And like I said, I got it used somewhere. I did have the original back in the day, but I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, I like this record. Like this was a no-brainer when I seen it. I'm like, I'm picking it up. Gotta have it. I am a Wasp fan though too. So it's funny because it's like if if you look at it, like the first Wasp record, I love. The second one was Last Command, and I kind of thought it was kind of decent. The songs I liked a lot, but I didn't think it was all good, you know. And then I never did an official review on it, but thinking back, I don't think it was that good. Electric Circus, I did like a lot.
I remember liking that one a lot too.
That one was a good one. Did you like that one, Dame, or no? You know what? That's a Johnny Rock.
Yeah. No, you know which one I need to get into is the Crimson Idol is the one that's like a
Love that
concept
record.
album. Yeah.
That's
The Headless Cross was good too.
That
I
one
mean,
too.
the
Cross or
Headless
Children?
Headless Children. I would say my
Both of
three
those I need to
favorite
get
are them.
into.
I would
Yeah.
say the first Wasp record, Crimson Idol, and Headless Children are probably. And I love the live record.
No,
the live,
I think-
the roll's great.
Yeah.
I think they kind of matured on the Headless Children. They kind of
It was more storyline. It was
Right.
more.
and they kind of like I fell off after that one. So but from what I kind of understand, they kind of almost went in that direction on everything they did after that.
Yeah. Well, he put out a bunch of concepts. Crimson Idol was a concept. Neon God. There was like two things, two different discs on that. That was concept. And he kind of, the last one they put out was a Golgotha. I thought that was actually pretty good. Golgotha, yeah. And there's another Kill Fuck Die was okay, but the early ones were really good. But the Crimson Idol got me actually back in again. Because it was quiet for a little bit, and then had like Frankie Banali was playing drums at the time with them, and well, guess what? He was on the Headless Children, I believe, too.
Yeah.
I think he was, yeah. And he's a pretty big sounding drummer. But yeah, I'm still a Wasp fan. I know I think they're touring again. And I would definitely go see them.
Yeah. 40th anniversary tour.
Yeah, I would definitely go see it. So yeah. And they got some cool ass videos. I used to like the videos back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
There was some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they didn't play them that much, even on Headbangers Ball.
Here and there, like what were the videos? The early videos.
Wild Child,
Love
remember that
Machine was
video?
one, right? Wild
Yeah.
Child.
I'm
Was a
trying
good
to think
video.
if I even ever saw a video of them.
Oh,
Blind
really?
in Texas.
that video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wild Child, Blind in Texas, Love Machine. Was there one? Was I Want to Be Somebody? They put out one for that. They probably
I think
did.
so.
Love Machine, I think, was the one where the girl was. Remember, it looked like a dream thing with the girl. That's fucking wild. And then I know Headless Children. There was a couple. There was The Real Me. They put out.
Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah. And there was probably like another one or two off there, but that was a great record too. Yeah, man. And Crimson Idol. I mean, I would say if you haven't listened to Crimson Idol, listen to Crimson Idol. It's great.
Mhm.
It's great. There's two different versions floating out of it, but the first version, I mean, they're both good, but the first version is a little more streamlined. But yeah, so WASP 40th year anniversary debut record. Pick it up. And real quick before we end it here, do you think, Dame, that they should have put the first two songs on that record originally?
What, Fuck Like a Beast and
Show No Mercy.
I don't know what the story was with that. Why they did that? Maybe they weren't allowed to. Yeah.
Probably. I'm guessing the label
Could have been a
was
label
like,
thing. But they put it out after with just Fuck Like a Beast. Like it's sitting in your collection. Fuck Like a Beast is right there.
Yeah,
So,
it's not hidden. It's not hidden on one of the tracks. That's the album cover with that,
Yeah, I think it might have been released independently, maybe, and then
Yeah,
they got
maybe
signed
that's
from
right.
it. I think.
That's definitely what could have happened. What were they
Yeah.
with Capitol when they
Yeah.
got signed? They were with Capitol.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys, mixtapes and tasty cakes. We'll see you next week.